OldGuyTalks.com is all about being a better man. Join me on this kick-ass journey. Exclusive stuff for members only in the Old Guy Cave. Opt in now. This is Oris, the old guy from www.oldguytalks.com, coming at you from his man cave on a breezy Thursday early evening in Scottsdale, Arizona. Later on, I'm enjoying a little adult beverage here. I'm going to go out to dinner with the family. Got the oldest daughter back from college, and we're all gainfully employed this summer, and all good taxpayers and paying our fair share. That's right, we're paying our fair share. Speaking of fair share, it seems like the president is calling out NATO. That's right, some of the members of NATO for not paying their fair share. And normally I don't like those words, fair share. I don't like to use them. I think they're inappropriate. But when the president uses them, that's just fine with me. And there's some countries like Germany, amongst others, are not paying what they should be to NATO. That's right, they agreed to pay 2% of their gross national product. Many are falling short of that and expecting us to pick up the difference. That's not right. That's not right. And as the progressive loons like to say, that's not fair. It's not fair. Yeah. Well, you're right. They should be picking up their tab. Germany certainly has no problem paying for stuff. A very, very economically successful country, and they should be basically putting in what they had agreed to by treaty. So let's cross on to crime and guns. So apparently, between 2007 and 2015, gun sales are up by 215%. A whopping 215%. And, well, not surprisingly to me, but to Democrat loons it probably will be. Guess what? Murder rates are down by 14%, and violent crime overall is down by 21%. It seems that the good guys arming themselves is a good idea because it leads to a decrease in crime. So, again, Democrats doing the killing people. We're killing our citizens. This one has to do with the controversial provision in the Trump budget that people should work to receive welfare benefits. Now, you and me, we work to provide them. And I think that people who receive them, obviously not everyone, I'm not going to go there. Everybody goes to that silly argument. But there are a lot of people that receive benefits that can actually work. And this happened during the Clinton administration, where people were required to work if they were going to get welfare benefits. And guess what? A lot of people got off of welfare and were able to be productive citizens. So this is not such a new idea. As a matter of fact, in Maine in 2015, they abolished the free food stamp program and required people to work. Guess what happened? 80% of the people got off the free food stamp rolls in Maine. That's right, 80%. Now, there weren't people starving in Maine. They did not find a bunch of bodies buried in snow later in the spring in Maine. These people are actually using that welfare money, that free food stamp money, to supplement their income for other stuff. Now, I wonder what that other stuff could have been. I wonder. What could you... Take a guess, folks. Maybe put that in the comments section. So now this, we're waiting for the results. It's Thursday evening, waiting for results from the race in Montana, and obviously everybody's heard, the candidate attacked the reporter. Well, the reporter works for The Guardian, which is a rag, and obviously he was sticking his microphone in the candidate's face, and the candidate didn't like that. And my suspicion is what happened was he got pushed him away or whatever, and all of a sudden this thing is blowing up into something that it isn't. Some of the reporters that witnessed it are changing their stories, and this is going to go about as far as this whole Corey Lewandowski thing went on during the presidential election. This is a big nothing burger that's going nowhere. You can expect more of this stuff where people are being set up to look like they did something that they did not. Was surprised there's no footage of this. There's no footage of the actual event, just people saying stuff that they're making up on audio. And finally, there is proof on this planet that you don't have to be terribly smart to make a couple $100 million. Folks, after the tragic bombing in Manchester, obviously some of the pop star loons have gone out of their way to say basically stupid shit. And Katy Perry is one of them. Katy Perry was on the radio and she said, oh, we need to have open borders, we need to coexist, we need to do this and we need to do that. You know, Katy, you're a loon. You're a loon. And I don't see you inviting all these people to your big house, your big $18 million mansion with the big gates and the big walls to keep people out. You can invite them into your place. I mean, you know, you can probably house maybe 20 or 30 in the actual house, and maybe 100 or 200 on the grounds. Let them camp out in tents or whatever. You know, maybe bring in some mobile housing and put them up nicely, and you know, kind of practice what you preach, girl. Practice what you preach. But you're a loon. You're an idiot, and there's no doubt about it. And you know, just go back to what you do, which is singing, which apparently is not very good because you can't hit the high notes. But you know, somehow that's good enough to make a few $100 million, and you know, good for you. But please, 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 I don't need you telling me how to think and how I should live, especially if you're such a hypocrite. So, folks, this is Urs, the old guy from www.oldguytalks.com. If you have not opted in, opt in and get my 5 rules of life, which you will be surprised how you manage to live this long without them. And every weekday morning, you'll get political cartoons that I find that you will enjoy. Take care. This is Urs, the old guy from www.oldguytalks.com signing off. And remember, create a kick-ass life. A kick-ass life. Opt in and encourage other old guy assholes like you to opt in also.